to the channel, everybody. We're going to continue on with doing odds and ends. Hopefully we start turning a new leaf. Waiting on some parts from Scotty. Hopefully I can pick those up Saturday. The new trunnions for the rockers and the new wastegate pieces. So we put the wastegates together, get the wastegates on the car, put the trunnions in, measure for push rods, and I'm waiting on the connectors for the smart coils so I can start wiring those. But we have to do some things for those. Now, one of those things we have to do for it is we have to mount this leash relay board to trigger the smart coils. So this thing is going to get power in from the battery. It's going to get an output from the ECU when to turn the coils on, because you don't want to have smart coils just powered on without the car running. You'll burn them up real quick. And then output out. I had to pick up a whole bunch of stainless hardware. Stainless button heads are great. Oh yeah, look at this. I bought a rivet gun. Kind of excited for this. I've never had a rivet gun. I don't know what size is in there right now, but let's see how this thing works. So they're labeled somewhere. 3, 2, 1. So what's in here? 4. 3/16. Where's the 1/8 inch? 2. 1, 2. Oh. Okay. Ugh. I just want to rivet something. That's all I wanted to do. Oh god, it's a little spring-loaded thing, huh? Guess I need to buy new rivets. I don't know if this is going to work. It should work, right? Sorry about the video. I'm trying to use my phone again because I'm so tired of GoPros. Whoa! Whoa. That was a whole lot faster than I thought that would happen. Where did it even go? Oh god, we need to rivet a panel. We need to rivet something. Can't just be flying off the hook like that. I have a piece of carbon here. 1/8 inch holes. Because this was riveted on the car. Can y'all see this without it going blurry? Oh my god. That's amazing. That one didn't go all the way in, but I pulled it off beforehand. How does it push out like that? Broken in 3. Oh. Okay, well, that's pretty nifty. There's a whole lot of wiring to do. I changed a bunch of stuff. Like I got rid of the arc panel and went to a PDM. I rewired all the batteries. I have to rewire the entire... Well, I have to rewire power out to the lights. Like the harnesses are still there in the bumper and the tail lights. I just got to get power back to them. Because obviously I'm not going off the factory switches. I'm going off the PDM. Wipers are last on the list. If I don't get wipers done, it is what it is. I'll have it done before street meet, because apparently it always rains in November. If you don't have a garage Roomba, what are you really doing with your life? Garage Roombas are life. Look how clean my floor is. Ooh. Amazing. Remember this panel I built? I got to fit this and a contactor on here. Now, the power wire, what's this for? Oh, this goes to the PDM because this is for my intercooler pump. And you can see we're saving more weight because we're going to cut all this wire out, because this is going to get wired right into there. So a lot of my wiring's got to get shortened up because it doesn't go back here anymore. And this is one of them. Label that. I gotta sit down with the diagram for the PDM to see which one gets what amperage and all that happy jazz, which I'm not smart enough to do normally. I gotta get the transmission's wiring down into there, but that involves this thing going on jack stands, and I just don't want to ruin the little bit of enthusiasm I have for this car by putting it on jack stands right now. Anyway, I'm gonna put the contact. Hope you can see this. Put the contactor here because the battery cable is down, so I'll be able to just battery cable in, battery cable out to everything. Because like this needs a power wire, this needs a power wire, this needs a power wire, and then I have to run. See, that makes me. See, this needs a power wire, this needs a power wire, this needs a power wire. So I'm wondering if I can just have the contact. You know, I do have room for that contactor. It's fairly small in this panel. This way I don't have to run the 4 gauge all the way up to here. I can run 2 8 gauges. Probably can't see me. So I can run the contactor here, power out to the distribution posts, and then power out to these 3. And then I won't be up so much room. It might be easier to put the contactor there, run another 4 gauge up to a distribution post, put the distribution post here, and then junction it out as it need be. Probably 8 gauge there. All right, here we are weeks later. Just got my trunnions in. Got some dash 12 hose. There's my trunnions. Pretty nice. Nice kit. Everything I've read says it's the best on the market, so we'll see. And the fittings for my turbo drain. Drains, that's what the fitting and hoses are for. So they're gonna get put over here for now. And I also got a new Pushrod length checker. I've been working on the wiring. I got almost everything done out here. I don't have any zip ties. I had a huge bundle, you know, probably like 200-300 zip ties that I was using last week to wire inside, and it's 100% gone. So we've been getting everything wired in to the PDM, using all that. But I just got this in. Summit Pushrod checker. I'm gonna show you what makes this cool. Now I doubt Summit is the inventor of this, but I've never seen it before now. So it's a nice, sorry, I'll go behind the camera and show you. It's a nice piece. It breaks right here in the middle. It starts at length. It comes with a whole bunch of different lengths. But what's nifty about this is, right, we got this little set screw here. Sorry. So you could bolt this thing down, you know, you put it in your engine, tighten down your rocker, it'll push it together, and then you just tighten your set screw and take it out and measure it. None of this trying to get your fingers in there to so weird. Everywhere I've read, it's like 6-point-ish inches, 7.6 inches. Oh, this is not what I was looking for. So I'm gonna get this thing close to length, and then we'll start checking pushrod length. But at first, we have to rebuild the rockers. Let me get some of my wiring stuff cleaned up here. Just jumping around isn't fun. PDM life is little complicated for an idiot like myself, but we're getting through it slowly but surely. Wiper diagram. I'm learning. So. Put this here. Look at this freaking guy. I don't know, he got something on his face. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, he needs to go away. Another thing I'm working on wiring. I bought this USB with a clippy clip. I'm gonna cut a hole somewhere, probably like right here, and stick that in there. But I gotta make a template for it, and I haven't quite thought how I want to make a template. So this way, USB cord will be up in the dash for the laptop. Go snatch one side of the rockers off the engine right now. So, something I want to show you guys. I moved my dome pressure sensor off my wastegate, and I just finished that up before. See that? So this is my dome. It's a low dollar $8.99 sensor. There'll be a dash 4 hose coming down to my wastegate whenever I can bolt that on. The wires, it's a little taut. I'll have to take some slack from the inside, or just move it out from where it is and reroute it, which might be a better choice. But like I said, I'm just getting this wiring back in now. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the dome switch. Along. I don't know if you'll be able to see the amount of play. But it's as simple as that. Can't talk too much trash about these because they've been. This one's got. Ooh, that one's got no play in it. Well, I had no play. 8,500 for a lot of shifts. So there we go. Everybody likes these because they're super easy. Read the entire set of instructions before beginning work to verify items and parts needed. for the conversion. Anytime you don't understand the situation or problem, please feel free to call us. Work with only OEM rockers. Hot water and detergent to remove excessive oil. I'd say my rockers are pretty clean. Be sure to wear your safety glasses. It tells you which sockets to use, 7/8 and 9/16. I was 13/16 and a 14. Worked perfect. Start by taking a bushing, dipping it in motor oil or engine assembly lube. Insert the bushing into one end of the rocker arm body and place it on a flat surface. With the bushing on the bottom, take a trunnion and dip both ends into the motor oil or place it through there until it seats into the bushing on the bottom. Next, take another bushing coated in oil, blah, blah, blah. So what makes these different is they're not pressing. They have snap rings that hold it together. All right. So you got your snap ring, you got your brass bushing, which it's got oil grooves in it, and you actually have your trunnion, which also has oil grooves in it. Where are you? Here. So these just slide together, and then slide together. Wait. I'm not listening to instructions because I'm just trying to show you quickly how they go. And then they get a snap ring on the end. What's the H stand for? Head? Head? Anyways, but apparently I need a little motor oil for this procedure. Pick that so I don't make a gigantic mess. So. It's as simple as that. Well, like usual, my snap ring pliers are in my trailer toolbox, which normally isn't a problem, but my trailer's not at the house because we're getting the driveway repaved. So I'm going to see if I can do this like this, the old-fashioned, harder way, without killing myself. Well, I won. Well, there's one. All right, so they're nice and in there. Yeah, I guess H means head. I didn't put bottom on it. But I'm not going to bore you assembling the rest of these. We'll pick back up when I get this bank done. And, you know, we'll figure out how to use that pushrod tool. All right, let me show you how to use this thing. I've done pretty much the whole motor. I'm on the last valve on the back side. I wanted to get this right and make sure it was good. But you see, this is the Summit PLC LS RR. Now, this is all different lengths. This is not for a stock-headed LS. This is 7.4, 7.5 to 7.8 length. I can't remember on the exact lengths, but this is, I needed this because it's for raised runner. So the RR is for raised runner. I don't have raised runners, but I do have Johnson link bars, so it's a little different. This thing's pretty slick. It comes, so it has all different inserts you could put in here. Like this thing comes out, and they have like 5 different lengths to obviously get the length that you be in the range you need. And this right here, I gotta loosen it. I just did one. So this is a 7/64, I think. I don't know, whatever size Allen. It's standard. All right, it's 400 thou. Boom, boom, boom. So you put this in, get it onto your base circle, run your rocker down, it'll compress this, You just tighten the Allen key, and boom, there's your measurement. Put a couple extra rockers in to just make sure this thing's stabilized and flat. Billet rocker stands to make it more precise, because the factory ones are probably cast and not as good. Get nice billet ones. Calculated torque wrench right there. And you take your Allen key. Probably should have spun it the other way, but it's fine. These intercooler hoses run in the way. Tighten that up. You don't go crazy on it. Just snug it. Oh. Ugh. This is where I was having the problem, because there was 5 thou of play up and down in the lifter. Couldn't get anything close. This thing out, not dropping it. See, the spring's compressed. 8-inch micrometer, 7.598. It's the tallest one on that bank. That's going to throw everything for a loop. So, 7.598 plus 035, 7.633. Right, that's with 35 thou preload on the lifter. You can do plus or minus 5 thou. I have the entire driver bank is 630, except for the last one, which is 628. I gotta ask around to see if I can just nudge this 2 thou, and if it's gonna be that big of a deal, or if I can just pull, you know, if I can pull 2 thou. Like this one's 27, so I can go to 28. That one's 34, I could go to 29. 35 would have to be 30. 27, I can go to 8. 25, I can go to... So, can I make these all 628s? And here I got a 620, 617, 20, 20, 20, 20. And now we're going to have a 7.632.8 if I go 5 thou. 20. Now I can go 5 thou up, right? You can go plus or minus 5 thou. So this is 7624. I can go 620. I'm sorry, hold on, where am I? Yeah, 624. So I can go down 4 thou, or I can go up 5 thou. So can I bring this to a 6? What the hell did I just do there? 628. 6328. So can I go up to a 628 here? If I go 628 here, you know, it's obviously going to be way too much. So I have to do some research, talk to professionals about what I can and can't get away with. You know, I gotta play around with it, because I don't want 17 different length push rods. 2 lengths, okay. I don't want to get 3. So can I fudge this up to 620? Or can I fudge these down to, see, this one is 625, so I couldn't go less than 620 per the specs. But I know a lot of people get away with like 15 thou on these. So I do some research, but essentially that's how you measure your push rods. These are the extra bits that it comes with. That'll go in here. Make that part number easier to see. Don't use this with stock ones because it's not going to be enough. So Well, I think that's just gonna about wrap up this video. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get this thing done. Like I said a couple videos ago, I've lost a lot of motivation with this thing. I still have to order my wastegate diaphragm because that supposedly didn't come in. I went to go order it yesterday, couldn't remember my Summit password. So now I gotta refigure that all out. But once I do the math, once I talk to enough people and do the math on this, I can order my push rods. Order the push rods, put the lifters in. Put the rockers in, bolt the valve covers down. Make the turbo drains, wire smart coils, prime it, and I think we're off to the races, and I think we could actually fire this thing. I don't know. Well, I got to do the wastegates, obviously, but chugging along here, chugging along. So that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad trying to use my iPhone this time instead of the GoPro. The GoPro's just been nothing but a pain in my butt with the batteries and everything else that goes wrong with GoPro. Like GoPro, like they cost way too much for the amount of issues they have. So hopefully this worked out better. We'll see once I get to editing the video. But get in your garage, grab a cold drink. I'm going to finish this up and go play a round of golf. Get to work on your hot rod. Have a great day, guys.